But this one is now ready to go. Chachu Onmoksri, the youngster, with the first serve of this five-setter. Brilliant bit of rescue work from the libero, but it's coming back already. The block, too good for Thailand. Right from the get-go. Well, even as early as the first point, the Chinese blocking scheme looked good. Zhang was there, Yan Ni alongside her. No way through. So it's now Yan who will serve. They'll come near side where Wanitchaya Luangtong Luang scrapes one off the block. Her first appearance in the competition this year, and her first touch produces a point. Thailand's first of this match. Tishakorn Boonlert, the young middle blocker, making a fourth straight start and comes up with an ace. Driven straight at Gong Zhangyu, who made a bit of a mess of it. Won't be very happy with herself. Now, can Tishakorn Boonlert come up with a few more of those? Unlikely. And a much better service reception from Gong this time, and finished off by Yuan Jinyue. Any time you see Yuan rising high, middle of the net, get your hard hat out, because it's coming at you, and it's coming at you fast. Gong then will now serve at 2-2. Fielded by Sharapon, backcourt, and nicely done by Wanitchaya Luangtong Lang. The outside hitter that was a bit of a surprise name in Coach Danai's starting lineup has come up with two big hits here. And certainly looks very, very confident. Oh, how high does she go, Yuan Jinyue? Taking that ball seemingly at the height of its trajectory round the backside. You can't stop those. So another kill point for Yuan. A bit of a problem at the net for the Thai team. Well, the poor service reception as Charapon is blocked out of it. Yuan Jinyue adds a block point to go with the two spikes. One of many star names that did not make the trip to South America, making a huge and immediate impact here. At her best, a beast at the net, Yuan. And the Thais are seeing just how good she can be already. As Charapon with a mid-court spike attempt, they're horrible to deal with. And it's going to come straight back, and Li Ying, the youngster, makes her first offensive contribution to the contest. And the Chinese starting to develop a bit of a groove here. And they're going after Aj Charapon Kongyat, who does most of her work at the net, where she's such a strong attacker. That was sent long. Side out Thailand. So important that the Thais don't let this gap grow. Bad enough playing China at any time, but when you're chasing, it's almost mission impossible. So as Charapon Kongyat, this wonderfully engaging big hitter, will serve. And again, it's another running attack from Yuan Jinyue. Well, we're 10 points in, and Yuan Jinyue has already proven to be a lethal weapon right in the middle of everything that the Chinese are doing at the moment. Of China's 6 points, 4 have come from her. She'll now serve as well. It's a deep one. Well, the set had to cover a lot of ground there, and as Charapon unable to find a winner. Now they've got their shape back again. Tremendous defense, but in vain. The Thai sticking to their task well there. The setter was doing a lot of scrambling. But it was so important that Nutsara Tomkom got the shape back. She was able to set up the second attempt. That was a successful one. So Plumjet with serve, skimming the net. Nice one. Now that might come back. Oh, it doesn't. It was well dealt with by Ding Jia, the setter for China, at the net. Just dominated there. So here is Ding, one of those many Olympic gold medalists. Serves an ace. And that gap grows a little bit bigger as we get to the first technical timeout. It is a race to 25 to win a set. You have to win by 2 clear points. There is a technical timeout at 8 points. Another one at 16 points. And Chachu on box 3. Bamboozled by that one. Coach Danai with work to do already. Nice one-handed rescue and great bit of improvisation, but the Thais get it back. Wang with the save, and watch out, here comes trouble. Ash Charapon with a tremendous backcourt dig for the Thais, and they win the point off the back of it as well. That was a huge rescue from Ash Charapon that set up Wanit Chaya for the kill. Big point, Thailand. Now, Nutsara, the setter, the skipper of this team. The block. Wow, now that's a big morale booster for the Thais. And it's young Tisha Korn Boonlert timing the jump to perfection there. A bunch of net as well helps. So, Nutsara Tomkom will continue with serve. The Thais looking to level it up. Good response from them. It's a rescue, but a second attempt will surely be too good. And Li Ying goes far side and says, bring this one back. No chance. Well, that would have caused some problems had it cleared the net, and players at this level have to take chances with their serves. You'll see long serves, you'll see net serves. Because if you just send it over safe, the opposition on the other side at this level, too good. They will smash it back with interest. Chachu on box 3. Now serving for Thailand. Ooh, that's a wild one. That's a really wild one from Gong. That's a surprise. The Thais draw level. So Chachu on box 3 will continue. Again, great defensive work. That was Nutsara, the setter, coming up with that, but nothing doing off the back end of that. They're going to have to come up with so many digs, Thailand, just to try and keep points in play. That was absolutely brilliant from Nutsara, but that's your setter out of commission. When the setter has to dig like that, bad things tend to happen off the back end. Disguised that nicely. And China defensively wondering what was going to come next. What's coming at them a lot at the moment is Wanit Chaya. Very nicely disguised attack, that. So Wanit Chaya continues to pile up the points. Well, that's not the best service reception, but it's been rescued absolutely brilliantly. Ding Jia saying, where's Yuan? She hasn't scored for a while. She was overdue, and she delivered. So hard to block. So Gong with serve. They're in trouble here. Pionut Panoi just has to recycle that. They'll come near side, and Zhang Changning joins in the fun. Another one of those Olympians. And they're starting to unpick Thailand's defenses here very effectively indeed. The way they're moving the ball around at the net. So many angles of attack. And Thailand being stretched. Coach Danai has decided we need to stop this right here. That's a well-taken timeout. Just as it looked like the Chinese were starting to build up some rhythm. The Thai timeout has stopped that. Now, let's see if China will just get straight back into a groove. Gong then with serve. No trouble here, but well rescued. The put away from Plumjit. But that a really good pickup there from the setter Nutsara. This was a brilliant bit of setting there. Just setting up the attacking Plumjit on the running attack. Full stretch. The fingertip set, good enough. The net serve, not good enough from Wonitchaya. He's had a really good first set. But nets on that occasion. And the Chinese maintaining their lead here. It's been a really good, entertaining first set. Competitive. Well, that attack was never going to work. Pionut once again handles the defensive work. No winner there for Ascharapon. Is there a winner near side? No, there isn't. For Lee, another really good rally. Somehow, Wonitchaya has kept that one alive, and Plumjit denied as well. A terrific backcourt rescue. Both teams on full defense here. Plumjit just has to recycle that, though. Here's a chance. There's backside attack from Yuan Jinyue to finish it off. Really good rally, terrific point. Both teams showing great defense. But once that ball had just got recycled, there was only one destination. That's a really big pickup from Pionut Panoi. But when Zhang managed to pick that up, inevitable consequences followed. And Yuan picked up yet another point. She is dominating this first set. Big, big rally. Oh, deadly serve there. That ball just died as Ascharapon looks for a winner, can't find it. Gong is there defensively, and scrubbing one off the block is Li Yingying, and the Chinese starting to go through the gears here. Well, Coach Danai has a timeout available at the technical timeout when the team reaches 16 points. And I think he's going to have a lot of work to do. He's already starting to shuffle the pack a little bit as Thailand look to stay with China. But the reigning Olympic champions are starting to move through the gears here. Plumjit down the middle. Nice pickup. And that's Gulapa. Yampong Sang at setter, subbed in. Ascharapon Kongyot, such an offensive weapon, has been mainly restricted to defensive duties thus far. It's a nice serve. Well handled. Li Yingying driving that straight at Ascharapon. Absolutely no chance of a dig off this. This was spiteful. Bang. Ascharapon sent flying. Absolutely nothing you could do with that. And we do get to that second technical timeout, and Coach Danai has got to go to work here. Well, Yuan has been a beast. Just the one block point. And it looks like they're sending her on running attacks pretty much whenever they want. That was a straight middle attack there. That's the block point. But when she's on the move like that, and she can take that angle and she can use her height, get that elevation on the ball as well. So hard to defend. Well judged. More shuffling of the pack going on for Thailand, who are looking for a bit of defense, bringing in Chittapong, Kamlangpak. Nice skimming serve that. It's a really good serve. Are they going to be able to get it back? Yes. It's a dump and hope. So Thailand really need to win this point, and the initiative has just passed to the Thai, to the Chinese, and the backcourt attack from Zhang is perfect. That's a missed opportunity for the Thais. Wait for it, wait for it. Here she comes. There she goes. Ding, net serve, side out Thailand. Need a couple of points quickly just to get back in touch here. Can Malika Kantong, another one of the experienced veterans, come up with something? As Coach Danai, oh, that's really sailed on her. That's the longest one of the day so far. Side out China. Here's young Lee Yingying serving Pianut Panoi. The backcourt attack, and Ash Chittapong Konyot gets her first point of the match. Wanit Chaya comes back in alongside Nutsara. And Chachu on Moksri will serve. Oh, they judged that very nicely. They missed Chachu on Moksri when she got injured in the Asian Games. It was a big contributor on their progression to the final. Not sure, even if she'd been there, there would have been much difference to that final. China were just in a league of their own in that competition. No. China with a 5-point lead, and has that just caught a bit of the line, or did it take a block touch on the way through? Either way, as Chittapong leads the cheerleader section. That was a fine margin point right there. Just caught the line. And an ace, no it's not, that's a brilliant rescue from Wang, the libero. Now Thailand have got to capitalise on this. And they do, somehow, just about. That was clever from Ash Chittapong. The block was in place and she took all the power out of it, so there was no momentum to bring it back. Just touched it over. Bit of finesse. Sometimes it's better than power. It certainly was there. And it's enough for Jenny Lang Ping to say, let's just call a halt to this. Well, that's a moral victory for the Thais right there. They forced China to take a timeout. No huge present danger at the moment, but Thailand showing really good ability to stick around. That's just drifting and drifting and drifting as the Thais have to try and push it deep. Take a couple of chances with their serves. And China will say, well, that's normal service resumed. Now, if they can just keep the ball away from the China number one, Thailand might have a chance. As Charaporn handles serve, and that's nicely played by Wanit-Chaya, who's having a pretty good first set here. Give her a 5th point of the match. Really good service reception. Nutsara sends it backside. And off the reverse set, Wanit-Chaya says, oh, I'll take that, thank you. Really good service reception and so many options open, but really good defensive work, and Plumjit finishes the job. Give a big assist to Supatra Peroj, the libero there for Thailand, who had to make a backcourt rescue to give Thailand any chance there. And a nice creative bit of setting as well. Plumjit, with the door open, said thank you. Wanit-Chaya will stay on serve. Thailand sticking around here. Nothing they could do there. Too hot from Zhang. Well, they're flipping their liberos in and out here, Thailand. Keeping both Pianut and Supatra fresh, because they're going to be in the firing line. Another nice reverse set with Plumjit finishing the job again. That's a signature move from her. You know what's coming? Just got to try and stop it. Couldn't get the two-person block in place. Yuan was frozen in the middle. There's Charaporn out. Onuma Sitirak comes in to pinch hit. Now, if they get a point on her serve, the Thais will be level. And Zhu Ting comes in alongside Yao Di, but it's Zhu Ting this crowd wants to see. The superstar of Chinese volleyball is in the fray. That is the last thing the Thais need to see as they look to level this first set up. About the ripple of excitement that went around this arena when they saw Zhu Ting getting ready. And then you heard the reaction. Let's see if she can make an immediate impact. It wouldn't be a shock. Wanit-Chaya with a very flat serve, and it was a poor serve as well. You do wonder, as Onuma, excuse me, not Wanit-Chaya, put that one in. You just wonder if she was looking over there and saying, oh, Zhu Ting's in. Her nerve just seemed to fail her. So China back in business again. And if Zhu Ting doesn't get you, Yuan Jinyue certainly can. Brilliant serve. Absolutely devastating. A serve from Yuan Jinyue. Anytime you force two defenders to go after it, you've done something right. And they just got in each other's way. Onuma and Pianut. But that's all about placement from Yang Yingzhue. So she's got an ace serve, she's got a block point, she's got 6 attack points. And Coach Danai must be thinking, what are we going to do about Yang Jinyue? Huge first set from her. As we look at the setter contact points, any time you're in that yellow semicircle, you're doing something right. And at the moment, it's plain sailing for Ding Xia. As for Thailand, well, it's been a bit more spread out. It gives you an indication of just the quality of the service reception from China. They keep putting their setter in a very strong position. You drop it into that semicircle, they've got so many options. Plumjit can't find a winner. Watch out. Welcome to the 2019 Volleyball Nations League. Zhu Ting, her first point of the competition this year. It certainly won't be her last. And as soon as that was heading in that direction, it was call out the bomb squad, because here it comes. And that explosive point takes China to set point here with Yuan, the star of this first set, serving for it. The backcourt attack is good enough. Wanit-Chia, Luang Tong Lang, with her sixth point of this first set. Sitting there waiting, got to time that right. Splitting the block, giving the backcourt defender absolutely no wiggle room at all. So the Thais stave off one set point. But they're not stopping Zhu Ting, who comes off the bench, picks up 2 quick points, including the one that wraps up this first set. China looking strong. Thailand putting up a pretty good fight in that first set. But the Chinese started fast, and they ended up pulling away. They take the first set 25-21. So that's how the first set was won and lost. China keeping Thailand at arm's length. And when Zhu Ting came off the bench, it just gave them the extra impetus they needed to get themselves over the line. But it was Yuan Jinyue who owned that first set, and the Thais had no antidote to her venom. Well, they came in meaning business, the Chinese, in Macau. That was a very, very gutsy effort from Thailand. Coach Danai will take a lot of positives out of it, but it's Lang Ping on the other side has set some very, very high standards for her squad here. More or less just said, well, go to Brazil, take on Brazil, Russia and Dominican Republic. If we can get a couple of wins out of that, we'll be happy. Didn't quite work out that way, but they did get a very important win against the Dominican Republic with their backup squad. But now all the big guns are in play for China. And there's a lot of home advantage to come with trips to Hong Kong and staying at home in China in the upcoming group matches. China, as the host nation, automatically qualify for the finals, which will produce our winner. 5+ China will qualify. China will almost certainly be in the top 6 as of right. Thailand just trying to stay with them as this second set gets underway with Lee Ying-Ying serving. Pianut at full stretch. The block denying Wanit-Chia, so they'll go to the other side. Well, if you can't get it first time, try to reverse it. See if anybody's home backside. So Wanit-Chia, who had a pretty good first set herself with serve. It's a good one. Nicely handled by Lee. And clever touch. Oh, that's a brilliant pancake. Absolutely dazzling stuff defensively from Nutsara. The spike was pretty good as well from Acharapon. But that pancake from Nutsara, that's the point winner right there. And then from defense into attack, and that's Charapon splitting the blockers. Too hot for the backcourt. Thailand with another point there. The ace. Lee, who handled service reception so well in the previous point, absolutely bamboozled by Chachuan there. Fast start by Thailand, and Jenny Lang Ping, you get the sense, has got her finger poised on the timeout trigger here. That's just drifted. But very impressive little serve there from Chachuan. It gives Thailand the early initiative here. Long, long way to go. But when you're playing China, better to be front running rather than chasing. Yan with serve. Nice take on the inside from Tisha Korn. Got to take that high. One-on-one with Yuan. So, Chitaporn with serve. Uh-oh. You could read that before Yuan Jinyue had even made contact. Perfectly set up. Only one possible outcome. Here's Gong. And the Chinese looking to get back into their groove. As Chitaporn handles serve. Can't come up with the winner. They'll go near side. Yuan again. Early in this second set is already in double figures for this match. Beautiful high reverse set. All she's got to do is get the angle. That downward trajectory giving the mid-court defenders absolutely no room to move. And it's clever, but it's just enough from Wanit-Chaya off the reverse set. Oh, the Thais needed that. They stay in front. She's having a pretty good match. Wanit-Chaya. Yeah, that was close. But it's side out China. Zhang with serve. Service reception is not great, and that's why Nutsara Tomkom couldn't really get a set in place. All very tight at the net there. And she couldn't feed Plumjit. Was asking a lot. So China claw themselves level up until that side out. The long serve from Zhang Changning, one of the Rio Olympians. Supatra Peroj coming back in defensively for Thailand. As Charaporn Kongyot drops back to serve. Just floated away on it. Nice. Chachuan near side. They've struggled to get her involved offensively. But there's Nutsara sharing the wealth. And Plumjit Tingkao will serve. It's a good one. It's a really good one that Zhang Changning made a complete mess of. That's a nice little boost of the Plumjit serve. Just died over the net, didn't it? Well, the Thais gritting their teeth here. They get to the first technical timeout with a slender advantage.
好啦，一鏡呢個愛的擁抱，加油加油！有禮物嘅依家。加油！
Well, promising for the Thais. They get to the first technical timeout in front. Can they stay there? What can Plumjit Tinkau come up with here? It's another good serve, but it's dealt with emphatically by Yan Ni, the veteran middle blocker rising high. All their middles are such weapons. Really important pick up there from Zhang, backcourt. No, nothing doing there. Ding with the pick up, backcourt. There's Charaporn with a nice dig there as well. And where's that going to go? Oh. Backcourt attack as Charaporn, brilliantly rescued by Ding. Another backcourt attack, and this time it's successful. Zhang, the stealth bomber, coming through from the backcourt to finish the job. She'd been hidden away on that point as an offensive weapon. But when she was brought into play, she was devastating. That's one of those that could have gone anywhere. And the point has gone China's way, and we are level again. And Chanchuan Moksri with a little bit of finesse, knuckling that one over. Thailand knuckling down to the task here. Little touch, the attempted pancake, but all in vain. So Nutsara Tomkom, the skipper, the setter, back to serve. Side out. Li Yingying with serve. And with the backcourt rescue as well, and that is swinging through. Gong Zhangyu got a real huge swing through on that one. Sometimes you look for precision, sometimes you look for placement, sometimes you look for touch, sometimes you just slam it. Oh, that was trouble. That was trouble. Yan was there, and she had company. And sure enough, that lead has gone. Chanchuan Moksri was really put in a bad spot there. The block was always favourite, with the Chanchuan Moksri stretching. Not surprisingly, Danai Suira Charayetakul decides it's time to call a timeout.
ถ้าเราไม่มั่นใจเราจะผ่านไม่ได้โต้กลับเขาด้วยแท็กเราโอกาสได้น้อยมากงั้นเราต้องทำสำเร็จตั้งแต่ครั้งแรกถูกไหมช่วยกันมั่นใจนะรับเสิร์ฟแล้วทำได้
Well, that was a good time to take that timeout. Let's see if they can reap the benefit. They don't have Yuan Jinyue to deal with at the moment. Thailand. Oh, that's poor. What they do have to deal with is Yan Ni clogging up the middle. At any time the ball's coming back on first touch like that off serve, it's an easy put away for any middle blocker at world level. And Yan Ni gobbled that up. Charaporn struggling with serve there, and nicely scrubbed off the block there from Wanit Chaya, Luang Tong Lang, who continues to be a reliable source of points for this Thai team. Here she is serving. That was a really big rescue from the setter. It really was. Ding Jia had to do an awful lot of work there. The finish absolutely emphatic from Gong, but that was all about the work the setter did there. So Yan Ni, the veteran middle blocker, will serve. Oh, the block too good again. We're just going to have to recycle this and hope for the best here, Thailand. Where are they going to go with it? All kinds of options again. Tremendous defensive scurrying. And can Ajtaraporn get a winner? No, she's blocked out of it, but still the Thais have a chance, and they've taken that chance as well. Absolutely brilliant. Well, that was Ajtaraporn Kongyot with the emphatic finish, but that was a real all-round team effort. They stayed in the point. They wouldn't give it up. And at the second attempt, Ajtaraporn comes up with a big winner. You're not stopping that. Gong Zhang Gyu, another one of those Olympic gold medalists, making that little move to the outside, bisecting the defenders with the cross court. She's had a few cross court winners in this match already. Gong now serving. Now, where's that going to go? It's recycled back by Gong. Good chance here for the Thais. They'll send it around the backside. The block too good again. Too good. Well, that may well have been Chang Ning with Yuan lurking alongside her, back in business. The Thais don't need to see her. But this is a formidable squad that China have brought out here in Macau. Quality on the bench as well. Plumjit unable to come up with a winner. Back it's going to come. The block has done its job. And that was Chachu on Moksri finishing the job as well. Clever bit of setting from the libero. Sent it round the backside. And a couple of changes. Sees Gulapa Piampong Sang, the backup setter, come in to pinch hit at serve. Well, that's why they brought her in. Oh my goodness, what a terrific dig from Ajtaraporn to take away that one from Zhang. It looked like a winner all the way. Zhang's going to get another bite at this and is not going to be denied second time around. Well, she probably thought she had the winner first time. Ajtaraporn with a big dig. But second time, unstoppable. And that takes China to the second technical timeout. Comfortably in front now. And those don't come back. Well, there's the stats on Chachuan Moksri, the youngster who is going to have a big, big future in Thai women's volleyball. Still young, still growing into the role, but mentored by the likes of Ajtaraporn and Plumjit Tinkau. She's growing and developing. It was a big, big part of Thailand's progression to the silver medal last year in the Asian Games. And is only going to get better with experience. And this is about as tough an experience as it can get against the reigning Olympic champions, the world number 2s, China. Zhang with serve. Well, where's that going? Somehow it's got through. Gulapa with a really nice bit of work there. Setting, and Plumjit doing enough. Which sends Ajtaraporn Kongyot back. They need to find some points on serve, and quickly. Wang handled that. What a chance here. Wang is back there, the libero doing some pretty good work defensively, and the job finished off by Li Ying. Give the libero an assist on this one as well. Back-to-back backcourt pickups when they transitioned out of defense into offense. The put away was straightforward, and Yuan Jinyue is back there now to serve. Thailand's nemesis from the first set. Well, all sorts of stuff going on there. And the net result is another point for China. Well, that's why. Contact at the net. Pionut handles service reception. Chachuan Moksri can't find a winner, but Gong Zhang-Yu can. That was no nonsense. They just couldn't get the block up in time. Pionut Panoi couldn't pick that one up backcourt. It was just traveling too fast, and it's another timeout. The time is running out in this second set. Not looking too good here for Thailand. China going through the gears, pulling away. Yuan Jinyue sends in a nasty serve as well. But it's handled very well indeed and put away with authority by Chachuan Moksri. Here's Plumjit serving, netting, side out. Yeah, she's annoyed with herself. When you fall behind like this, you cannot afford net serves. So Ding Jia, the setter, serving Pionut. Chachuan Moksri denied by Ding. So they'll send it far side, nothing doing. Strong defense, Chachuan Moksri blocked out of it. But the point goes Thailand's way. Let's have another look at that. Oh yeah, that's why, right there. So a glimmer of hope here. Malika Kantong with serve. Oh, what a set. And Yan, though, unable to come up with a clean winner, but it had caused so much chaos in the Thai backcourt. It was, again, a brilliant bit of setting from Ding Jia. Nutsara coming back in. The Thais are staring at a two-set deficit here, barring something incredible. That's well played. But it's China that will happily engage in a side-out battle here. They've got this healthy lead. Chachuan Moksri. Oh, complete mess made of that. But somehow China have got it back. Li Ying made an awful mess of that. And are they going to pay for it? Maybe not. Wang has come up with a brilliant dig. And then it's finished by Zhang Changning. That was a point China had no business winning. Tremendous scurrying. Wang right in the middle of it. This was a point the Thais surely had wrapped up, not once but twice, but that defensive work so good. And again, they transition out of it so brilliantly, the Chinese. Zhang saying, stop that. Yan Ni with serve. It's not a particularly deadly one, but it caused a bit of chaos, and the initiative passes straight over to China, and that's as easy as you like. Yuan Jinyue back in business. Oh, an awful lot as Charapon Kongyok could have done differently there. And anytime you see Yuan rising high, it spells trouble. Yan again with serve. As Charapon, good enough, side out. But just staving off the inevitable here, the Thais. Gong started it, Gong finished it. Good service pickup. You just got the feeling Ding Jia had made up her mind very early who was going to get that one off the set. Set point then for a two-set lead here. And it's Gong floating one in. The block is good. The block is too good. Zhang Changying with the final touch of this second set. And when you consider how Thailand started that set, when they had the early 3-0 lead, they had 8-6, but the Chinese just ground them down. Hugely impressive, China. Hard to fault Thailand for all their effort and their intensity. But they're up against the reigning Olympic champions, the world #2 team. And that is why they're trailing here by 2 sets. 25-21 in the first set, 25-17 in the second set. Thailand clinging on here by their fingertips, and they might not be holding on for much longer the way this one's going. So that's then the story of the second set. Here's the second set by the numbers. Not much in it in terms of attack points, but big blocking points coming in with Zhang. Very, very prominent amongst them as well. You do get the sense that when it comes to battle of the net, the Chinese are going to be too good for an awful lot of opponents. Again, decent effort from Thailand. But you get the sense that their attention is already shifting to a big match against Korea tomorrow. That will give Thailand more of an indication of exactly where they stand in relation to some of their competitors. because they were expected to be on the wrong end of it against China. That's the way it's turning out as we get ready for this third set then, with Nutsara Tomkom serving. Strong start from the Chinese. Li Yingying, though, can't get a winner. She might get a second to go at this. No, it's the backcourt attack coming in. Brilliant bit of defensive work from the libero. Can they keep it alive? Yes, they can. Somehow, Supatra sends it over. But Sitirak had no play. Back it comes again. Second touch. Doesn't work from Malika. Backcourt attack finally works. Spare a thought for Supatra Peroj, the libero for Thailand in the backcourt there, performing heroics. But the bombardment just kept coming at him. And in the end, the breakthrough was just inevitable. Terrific rally that, really good. Strong defense, particularly from Thailand. And eventually, resistance broken. No stopping that one. Zhang then with the last word. She moves into double figures. Oh, here's trouble. Yeah, no play there. It was a problem from the moment Chachu on Moksri made a mess of service reception. And China have the ties right where they want them now. Built up an early lead. Li Yingying continues with serve. The Thais desperately need a side out. Great pickup from Li. And then the job finished by Zhang Changning. That was ruthless. Again, it's that transition out of defense into attack that is so impressive from the Chinese. Simple as that. It keeps Li in the service position, and the Thais need to get her out of here. They need a side out desperately. Does that catch the line? Yes, it does. Now, will they challenge that, Thailand? It's almost to the point where you think, well, you might as well challenge it. What have you got to lose? It did look like it caught the line. And the Thais are now in disarray. If you're calling a timeout this early in the set, you're in big trouble. So Li Yingying will continue with serve. Let's see if the timeout has disrupted the Chinese rhythm. No, that's kept alive by Wang. And Li, who started it, will finish it. And the Chinese running away with this third set. Slammed the brakes on just in time there. Li Yingying, good awareness. Doesn't contact that line before the jump. Perfect execution, and she'll continue with serve. Now, the adjustment had to be made there, and was very effectively by Malika Kantong, one of the veterans on this team. But the Thais in a world of trouble here. There's Anuma Sitirak, another one of the veterans. The MVP of the Thai League last season. Anuma Sitirak, but not with serves like that. Yuan Jinyue comes back. Just what Thailand don't need. You think 6-1 and 2 sets down is trouble. And then Yuan comes back off the bench. Chachuan Moksri scrubs one off the block. Nice wide set. Too hot for Gong. was a really good serve. Nice and deep from Tisha Korn. And once China had mishandled the serve, there was nothing but trouble despite the best efforts of Ding. Try and keep it in play. Are they going to get a play here? Yes, they are. Again, it's the power show. I see the ricochet there that came in off that one. Zhang, like Yuan earlier, is absolutely taking the cover off this ball the way she's swinging through it. Beautiful ace serve, just dropped in. Gong Zhangyu dropping it straight at the feet of the libero, and that will take China to a commanding lead as early as the first technical timeout. This is one of those that just died, and Pianut Panoi unable to adjust in time. Mark that one as another ace for Gong Zhangyu. They've spread the aces around in this match as well, the Chinese. What will concern Danai Sriwacharavyatakul is that the longer this game has gone on, the bigger the gap seems to have grown. The Thais were competitive in that first set, but once they'd lost that early lead in the second set, they've been rather found wanting. Already this is looking like look ahead to tomorrow and Korea, with Belgium to come after that for Thailand. Gong then will continue with serve. Oh my goodness, that took off. Boy, oh boy, that took off. And the setter had to come from so far away from the net. But it was always asking for trouble. Chatsu on Moxley got right underneath that and is they're desperately hoping that that took some kind of touch on the way through. To spare Chatsu on Moxley's blushes as much as anything. Did it catch something? In this situation, you might as well throw a challenge down. You never know. I don't think they're keenly anticipating a turnover of the call here, looking at them, but if you don't challenge, you don't know. It just sailed. It just sailed. That was certainly more in hope than expectation, but you can't blame him. No way could you say that's a wasted challenge. Not at this stage of the match. Got to throw it down there and hope. But nothing seems to be going Thailand's way at the moment. Gong continuing with serve. Yeah, that was nicely done. Doomjit Tinkau, been quiet recently offensively. A beautiful set. We just saw Yuan Jinyue there, defensively trying to get over, join a blocking partner. Couldn't get there in time. That's the quality of the set. And the quality of the spike as well. Cantong. Serving Wang. And there you go, Yuan Jinyue, who's been hitting with such authority, finding a bit of touch there. That takes her on to 12 points, despite Plumjit's best efforts. Oh, well. Oh, Malika Tang Cantong would love to have that one back. She watched it. She was convinced it was going out. But Zhang says, well, if you're not going to pick it up, I'll take myself an ace. Thank you very much. And you could see the reaction from Malika there. Misjudged it. The gap grows. Surely it's insurmountable. And China with another great opportunity here. But Yuan is denied there. Moxley can't find a winner either. Where's it going to go? Near side this time. Brilliant backcourt pickup to deny Lee. Moxley again denied. Solid work defensively from Zhang. And then they go deep cross court, finish the job, and that's Li Yingying with another clean winner. There's just nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Thailand at the moment. Just getting carved apart here. This is a China team right back in business. Well, they go along there for the side out. Can Thailand yet make a fight of this? Chachuan Moxley is back to serve. Well, everyone's having a look. It's been called long. The Thais are thinking, well, is it worth a challenge? Nobody is sure. And having already blown one challenge, they only have one left. So they decided to take that one. Nothing is going their way at all, is it? And you don't want to see Yuan coming in. Oh, it's a sizzler. It's a sizzler. Chachuan Moxley, utterly bamboozled. Beaten every which way there by that serve. A second ace serve from Yuan Jinyue. Talk about an all-round performance. In double figures with attack points. She's got one block point, but a couple of serve points as well. The top scorer in the match.
好啦，現時咧，泰國隊咧落緊9分嘅，咁希望做完呢個暫停之後咧，可以追翻上嚟。泰國隊咧亦都跳咗第2次佢嘅暫停啦。
Yuan Jinyue then goes back off the timeout, looking for more. And she's in the backcourt this time to pick that one up. And the block can't handle it. Plumjit tried a bit of football as well. But Thailand leaded Lionel Messi on their side to keep that one in play. Not happening. Just nothing dropping for them, is it? Gulapa, Piampong Sang coming back in. And they're in trouble again here, Thailand. Yeah, it's asking for it, Li Yingying. That's as easy as you like. One of 3 players in double figures now then for China. Li, all she had to do was drop it into space right in front of Onuma Sitirak to take us to the second and last technical timeout. And any time the lead is double figures, you know the game is up. An 11-point advantage for China to go with the 2 sets they've already won. It's just a matter of how quickly they can wrap this one up. Zhang with 12 points has come up with some pretty big hits. 3 block points as well for Zhang. She's led the way in that category for China and has been a very effective hitter from the outside as well. Just swings through with such authority, doesn't she? The pipe attack there, effective. The higher you can take the ball, the tougher it is to defend. So Yuan will continue with serve. Wasn't far off an ace. Just dump over and hope from Pianut, but back they come again and finished off by Yan Ni. So many points off their middle blockers today, China. There's another one. The block completely stranded. Quality set, taken so high off the quick set as well. You certainly don't lose anything, China, when Yan Ni is in play. The veteran with Yuan back there serving. Well, not now she isn't, after the net serve. But the clock ticking on this one nevertheless, and the Thais know it. Plumjit Tinkao back to serve then. Again, such authority, Li Yingying, who hits it so hard. Even though the block was there, absolutely no chance of any control off the back of it. Sitirak can't find a winner. Another winner, though, on the far side this time for China. And Gong threatening to become the 4th Chinese player in a 3-set match, remember, to go into double figures, and has, with that winner, gone into double figures. Chittapon Kamlangmak, a young middle blocker, checking in. Ding Jia, the setter, with serve. There's the pushover. Trouble brewing again. Unstoppable. Gong Zhangyu, back-to-back points. That takes her into double figures for attack points now, her 10th. There's some bedraggled Thai players getting taken out of the firing line here. And you think back to how competitive the first set was, even the start of the second. Thailand showing some promise, but really since the midway point of that second set, China have just gone to a whole new level. Where's that one going? Is there a play? Yes, there is. Somehow it's come back. That's absolutely brilliant from Li. And the block is there. Brilliant bit of football there from Sitirak. Totally legal, of course, as well. And then in the end, they've still come up on the wrong end of it. You can't play much more committed defense than Thailand played on that point. And still, they all ended up on the deck, beaten and bedraggled. This is cruel what China are doing here. This is a demolition job now. At full stretch, Gong just dropping it into no man's land. Nobody home for Thailand. Ding Jia, the setter, up next. Sitirak blocked out of it, manages to keep it alive. Hoist and hope from Pionut Panoi. Wang keeps that one alive, back it comes again. Cross court, Gong Zhangyu joins Yuan on 13 points for the match. Another authoritative cross court. Well, that's a real shame, but Thailand are unraveling badly here. A rotation fault there called against them. They just want this to end. And the pushover, unsuccessful. Little dink there, rescued by Nutsara. Can Sitirak find a winner? Yes, she can. Wang Mingji looking a little bit disappointed with herself, the Chinese libero. But they're looking to salvage crumbs of respectability from a third set that really has been a bit of a catastrophe for them. Well, that's a bit more like it. After Zhang Changning made a mess of service reception. Always nice to get rid of a little bit of frustration with a big first touch spike like that. Blocks in place this time to deny Li, but it's not going to deny Yan Ni. Another quietly efficient kill from Yan Ni, who's had a very, very decent game herself. And that takes this one to match point. And it'll be Li Yingying, the teenager, serving for it. Is this the last act? No, it isn't, but it's coming up. It's coming. The backcourt attack. Oh, my goodness. All set up for Li Yingying to wrap it up. And she's messed it up. Oh, the place was ready to erupt. But Onuma Sitirak just needs 15 points on serve in a row, and that's not happening. Wang picks that one up. They go fast side. Gong does enough. The block was in place, but couldn't keep it in play, and that is the end of that. The gap between the two at the end, very wide indeed. Thailand unable to even get into double figures. They were just bludgeoned out of this one. Yuan, Gong, Zhang, Li in particular. Just too hot to handle. And that was the final touch. And the reigning Olympic champions, the world rank #2 China, back to full strength and clearly meaning business in the 2019 Volleyball Nations League. Jenny Lang Ping, I'm sure, will pick through the bones of this one and be pretty happy with what she's seen. That was impressive.